Okay, welcome back. I know it's been a long time since I had viewed anything, but I said again that this will be the last painting that I'll paint on YouTube. Some people say, well, I need to be a little patient uh, about getting any views, but this wasn't really about views. This was really about exposure. Because as far as views is concerned, you have to have people that are interested in what you do or what you say, good or bad, in order for you to get any views. Now, you viewed me from the beginning of this painting to the actual end of the painting being done. Now, how you get views is from friends and families. Well, I'm going to tell you, it's been about 2 months and I can count the views very closely on my hand and toes. But if you can't get your family members to participate and give you views, to look at, see what you're doing and what you've been doing, your lifestyle, time, then how are you going to get anybody else to view it? Even exposure. Now, what I'm going to show you is the last set of my paintings that I've done through the years. Now, a lot of my paintings, again, I don't like to sit in front of the cameras and have somebody watch over my shoulder to start the beginning, because there's a lot of detail in it. To tell the truth, this is the only time a man can say he birthed a child. Because when I paint, I try to bring it to life. But that's another story. But again, I'm going to show you some of my heroes. All right, through the years. Now, if you look at this, first of all, my first hero is Barack Obama, the first black man to become president. Now, it was an accomplishment, really, it was, especially in these days and times. And so you see I have him with his wife, Michelle, but also in the background, you'll see I have the first White House that was built back in the days, and you can see if you look closely, it was done by slaves. Then when he became president, I created him as being the pharaoh, which he was black. But you notice, is Michelle, his wife, his queen is with him, and the White House they stand in front of. That was history. The other one I'm showing to you is my family. Now, I'm proud of this individual because he's similar like me, with imagination. He tries to defy certain things through his time that he lived. Also, his sister Janet, that's still doing her own thing. Not like Mike's brothers, you can tell who was actually into what they was doing or just in the background. Now, the other hero is Muhammad Ali, young Cassius Clay in his early days. And then this last moment when he was at the Olympics with the torch. The other ones are just other pictures I've done, like Charles Barkley, not one of my first motion pictures, but one of them that you haven't seen yet. And the other one over here is Grant Hill. But all of these were done by me from the early 80s. Now, I was blessed with the talent of painting. But again, I'm not into this starving artist thing. So I've been in the streets of New York, the beachfronts of California, World Trade Center in New York City, exposure, outside. I've done shows in New York City where I got a lot of my paintings autographed by meeting these players. the players of the day are different from the players back in the days. It maybe has something to do with money, but I found out that it's not just players, it's family. You know, I'm a distant first cousin to Michael, but the door has always been closed to me. And that's on my father's half of the family. On my mother's side of the family are the ones that they're supposed to stand by you, but for some reason, again, you know, they can't take time out to help me promote my stuff. So as far as my viewing my work on YouTube, for the ones that watch me from the beginning to this end, I appreciate you. I may come back, but again, I started this here 9 years ago as far as YouTube. And again, I can count the views from 9 years ago. Now, maybe it also is because they say we have power to free speech. Well, again, it all depends on who you're talking to. See, because I believe, like I said, with my artwork and my style of work through the years, I should have got some kind of recognition. But I have by people that copied my style of work, which, like I said, they say that's a blessing. You know, flattery. But again, that don't pay the bills. So I decided to do another style of art, which if you look at one of my videos from 9 years ago, you see what I've been trying to do for the past 25, 30 years through the NBA, through the Jackson family, to Magic Johnson's organization. My thing is, I enjoy creating. I'm good with my hands. I put the brush down through the years because, again, I'm not into this starving artist thing. So I can build homes. And I've been building homes for a long time, from the West Coast to the East Coast, from using plumb bars to using lasers. But to me, that's a style of art. And I enjoy going into homes and creating masterpieces where needed. And the reason why I came out to do this is because I watch how these young teenage, fatherless mothers trying to take care of their babies, where they was living in homes that, for the technology we have and the prices they was paying, was ridiculous. So I decided to try to build homes where needed. Less expensive, for longevity. Not for just a business, just to turn over and have to do it again 6 months again. Houses are supposed to meant to be lasting, something that you're going to leave to your family, your great children, something that you're supposed to pass down. But from what I've seen for the past 15 years in the state that I'm in now, it's not about safety for people, it's about business. So if you follow my video from 32 years ago, 9 years ago, you'll see what I'm talking about. Again, for the ones that viewed me, thank you. And for the ones who haven't, well, thank you too. You have a good one.